Hi guys. I thought I should make a video for when I complete a year almost. I'm just 10 days away. So one can say 365 days after I completed Vipassana. This is something I wanted to do. So to keep it crisp and clear, I thought of writing down exactly what I've experienced in the past 1 year and see if this helps anybody. Not to go and do it or not, but I've learned. And I keep saying this that one can reach a particular place through any means. So this is in no way of endorsing it or saying tum bhi karo jaake. It's just my experience. That's all I'm sharing. Okay. So I have 5 points actually to share, and I have a feeling it might just help somebody. So the first point, which actually is also the main essence of Vipassana, the practice of Vipassana, is to keep your emotions outside of you. So the rag and dvesh that they keep talking about, basically the attachment or the craving and the aversion that you have to any emotion, you can keep it outside of you. This I experienced after 100 days as well as 200, and today it is only deeper and really well entrenched in my brain. And I think that is what is helping me the most, right? What do I mean by that? So, uh, okay, how I could explain this would be that at any given point in time, when I'm feeling excited, happy, sad, pained, frustrated, it doesn't last too long because there is a certain discerning power that has come where I am looking at the emotion and not feeling it. And this coming from a person who feels very deeply. That's the best part. Okay. I feel very deeply. I'm probably the deepest feelers. Like I feel everything. And yet, Vipassana teaches you to not let it affect you. You feel it, but you let it pass. And why? Because everything is anicca, it is impermanent, right? So that's my first learning regarding emotions. And trust me, I say this with conviction because after doing Vipassana, I possibly have experienced the most soul crushing pain in the past 1 year. And not one, maybe three. I mean, soul crushing, excruciating pain that is like much larger than the sum total of what I've experienced in my life. And believe me, I have experienced a shitload of crap. So the last year was like, ye kya hua? And yet here I am, where it's there, it caused pain, but okay, I still move on and continue with my life, and it doesn't bring me down. That's what Vipassana does. Okay. So the second thing that it does is that it makes you understand the phrase choose to be happy. Believe me, it's a choice, you know, and it's a choice. Why? Because most of us, I think, are used to not wanting to be happy for the simple reason what we do is that ये हैप्पीनेस की चीज़ है तो हैप्पी होना चाहिए, ये सैडनेस की चीज़ है तो सैड होना चाहिए, ये एंगर की चीज़ है तो एंग्री होना चाहिए, which is okay. You have to respect the emotion that comes when it does, because then you're just being disrespectful, and that's not right. That's not being human. But to attach yourself to such an extent that that becomes the story of your life, that's a little much. So what this does is that okay, shit is happening, massive shit is happening in my life right now, but I can still choose to be happy. ये किसने रोका है? मतलब ऐसे रोंदड़ू होके रोने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can continue with your life. It's a choice. Think again. Think deeply to what I'm saying. Okay. It's it's a choice. Crap is happening. I still choose to be happy. Now, this does not mean that, yeah, we've lost somebody and, you're just not being able to smile or unnecessarily laugh. So you're supposed to know. But in a passage of time, when you feel that, okay, fine, I can smile, I can be happy, then you can choose to be happy. So this is the second thing that it taught me. And I'm practicing, at least trying to practice it quite a bit. And I see a sea change in myself. Uh, Number three is you meet yourself. I keep saying Kanika, meet Kanika, Kanika, meet Kanika. It means something. So, what are you trying to meet when you say that you're meeting yourself? Think about it. You are trying to meet the truth. Oh, what is my truth? My truth is your truth, isn't it? This is a little thoda sa lag raha hai na, say new age spiritual, but believe me, it's true. So, my truth is your truth. What does that mean? That means you and I are same. We are same. We all are the same, and we belong to the same universe. So we are all the universe. Okay, थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया, I know, but just like थोड़ा सोचो इसके बारे में. That's my truth. You getting it? So when Kanika is trying to meet Kanika, Kanika is actually trying to meet the universe, which is what? The truth, right? Now, what is that truth is what we are all seeking. So I'm on that path now. That is a fun bit. You kind of keep getting deeper and deeper into who you are, and then you realize you come out at the other end, which is actually where you started from in the first place. But the journey made you go through a lot of experiences and learning. So yeah, I know this may sound all over the place, but just that's the best way that I can explain this. Another thing to note here is that, like I said, हमारा सबका truth same है. Where we are different is with our lies. We all have different lies. And when I say different lies, I don't mean lies in a bad way or negative way. We build up lies to protect ourselves. To protect ourselves from what? From the fears that we have. Why? Because they've been brainwashed into us that ये नहीं होगा तो ये करोगे. I think another thing that it does, it just makes you fearless. Like, हाँ तो ये नहीं करके वो होगा तो होने दो, क्योंकि वो तो सच है ना. ये आप मतलब झूठ के बियॉन्ड जाना शुरू कर देते हो बेसिकली. यू स्टार्ट ब्रेकिंग डाउन योर ओन लाइज विच are what make you different from other people, your lies, because our truths are all the same. And that's what you realize on this journey. That's at least what I've realized. And that somehow allows me to bring the empathy and compassion factor out very easily because I identify with other people. When I say I, what I mean is people who've done Vipassana and are understanding what it brings to the table. Then you identify the same thing in other people, and then all you do is give them space or just be there. And that's what compassion and empathy is all about, right? So that is number three. Number four, confrontation. When I say confrontation, so just something about me, confrontation is something I've always been confrontational, mostly with people and situations. Like something if I'm finding uncomfortable, I've always been bold enough to go up to the person or figure out the situation and deal with it. That okay, fine, this is happening, it's not making me happy. Kya karna hai iska? What Vipassana does is starts to make you or allow you to confront your thoughts. The thoughts. Let this sink in. Your thoughts. When I say that, ask yourself right now while you're listening to me, there are thoughts in the background now, okay, which are dictating your life. But you're not talking to them because you're putting them aside. That अभी नहीं, अभी ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है, अभी बाद में करेंगे वरना उफ बहुत भाषण मचेगी. There are, there have to be more than one. Vipassana makes you confront those because those are your biggest reality. The ones that you are neglecting right now, those are your biggest reality, and those are the ones that will dictate your life. Like how if you don't confront them today. So that has been a journey, a long journey for the past 1 year. Like I said, there was pain, right? The pain was caused because I confronted those thoughts. And therefore, I confronted the situations that arose from those thoughts, and then, well, the people, right? And without fear. Fear of what? Fear of getting hurt, right? But I'd I'd rather have it that way than living in a lie. I'm getting it. And that's the truth. Are you seeing how it's getting tied up? That's the fourth thing that happened. The fifth, we keep watching or seeing, a lot of people, a lot of wise people, a lot of learned people telling us to make lists every day, to organize one's life, to put things in priority, to categorize things. This starts to happen also with our thoughts. What I mean is that let's say I have 20 thoughts in a day, mostly they'll be related with people and situations और तो कोई तीसरी चीज तो है नहीं. Random thoughts जो है वो तो यार as an artist मेरे को चाहिए because those are my fuel. So unko I let them float randomly in the air and do whatever the hell they want to in my head. I'm talking about दुनियादारी वाले thoughts, like worldly thoughts, right? About family, friends, work, whatever it is, your health, your goals in life, or any sadness, any pressure, anything जो day to day चल रहे होते हैं thoughts, है ना? बहुत सारे होते हैं. Now, what we tend to do is that we tend to give priority to one and let it allow us to sink, right? Vipassana allows, at least it allowed me. Listen, now one thing, disclaimer, बहुत पहले देना चाहिए था वैसे, पर अभी दे देती हूँ, that this is very unique. It's a very individualistic perspective that I'm giving. I mean, I'm certain that if I meet another person who's done Vipassana, we'll have a very different take on life. Okay, a few things will be similar, but this obviously, na, matlab, I'm a different human being, right? So my perception to things is going to be different. The truth, though, will be the same. So this is my perspective. That's the disclaimer. So coming back to the point, what I'm saying is that आपका ना लिस्ट जो होता है थॉट्स का मतलब आप दिन में ना यू कैन एक्चुअली just put them together. Like They're all the same. Okay, it's fun. You only deal with the one that's important. So, as an example, let's say I am teaching my child and my thoughts need to be there, like while teaching him stuff that I don't like, but he karna padta hai physics. Anyhow, so that thought is going, and suddenly there is a thought that arises about someone or something जिसकी जगह नहीं है उस टाइम पे. It's become so easy that I don't get distracted by it. Matlab, you can imagine there is like an organizer box that I have in front of me with thoughts lined up in it कि तुम्हारा जब टाइम आएगा तुम तब बात करोगे, समझ में आ गई. उससे पहले अगर तुमने बात की तो फट की पड़ेगी तुमको. That's how it is really. सच्ची. And if it comes still, I'm like, क्या चाहिए तुमको? So maybe trying to say something, but if it isn't, then I say, just kind of go. Like right now, it's not needed. Can't you see I'm doing something else? Like what happened to not interfering? Don't interfere. तो वो साइड पे चला जाता है. एंड प्रैक्टिस से आता है ये. अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल. अच्छा, वन मोर थिंग. ये जरूरी नहीं है कि विपसना के थ्रू ही आएगा. मतलब बहुत सारे लोग पहले से ही सॉर्टेड होते हैं. बाय द वे, मैं नहीं थी, इसलिए मुझे जाके ये करना था. लॉट ऑफ पीपल पैदा होते हैं सॉर्टेड. कुछ लोग मेडिटेशन करते हैं, कुछ लोग योगा करते हैं, कुछ लोग और 20,000 टाइप्स की अलग चीजें, डिसिप्लिन, फिटनेस, madness, whatever else they do, they will still arrive at the same place. Understand this. This is in no way saying this is the only way and you're supposed to practice only this. It's not like that. It is my experience that I'm sharing. And that's about it. This was the fifth thing that has happened. Last that I would like to repeat, जो 100 days के बाद भी हुआ था, 200 days के बाद भी, is compassion. There is a lot of compassion and I let it flow to everybody. It's just there. And mostly because you realize that we're all the same. So we're all the same. I mean, we might piss each other off with whatever, but the truth है सबका वो तो same है ना. So the least we can do is be compassionate and kind and choose to be happy always. So yeah, I'm sorry if this has gone long, but this deserves to be. So yeah, all the best, guys, and cheers. Bye bye.